Welcome to Storytime, brought to you by the OWSCyCon2019, the online book event of the year. Jeremy Samuelson had never been hypnotized before, and he was curious as to whether it actually worked or not, if his mind was too strong for silly suggestions, but he'd find out quick enough. He tried to relax as Dr. Malio's voice began to speak in low tones, and he found he was thinking, not listening. He forced his mind to stop and listen. You will feel your body relaxing slowly. See your feet in your mind's eye. Let them rest, and they are heavy and tired. Now your calves, shins, knees, so very tired, they are heavy. Dr. Milner's voice droned on monotonously, and Jeremy was surprised to feel his body growing heavy and weary, and let the relaxation wash over him. Now your chest, your breathing is soft and shallow, as in sleep. All tension and worry leaves your shoulders. That's right. The weight of worry is non-existent here. You are calm and rested. Your neck eases. There is no tension. Your head is heavy and sinking into the pillow. I'm going to count backwards from 10. When I reach 7, you will begin to sleep. When I reach 5, you will go deeper and deeper. And by 3, deeper and deeper and deeper. At 1, you will be as deep as your consciousness will allow. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Dr. Maria's voice maintained the exact tone from beginning to end. 10, deeper. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, deeper. 7, deeper and deeper and deeper. Ancient Atwire suppressed a yawn, thinking that soon he'd be hypnotized as well, just from boredom, but he was fascinated with the procedure taking place before him. And 1. Dr. Malonius had reached the end of his process and began the hard part of the interrogation. What is your full name? Jeremy Patrick Samuelson. What day do you think it is today? June 9th, 2016. But everyone tells me it's October 19th, 2016. Okay, Jeremy, let's not worry about that right now. What did you do on June 8th, 2016? Jeremy recounted his entire day, up to seeing the deer in the bushes. Stop there, please, Dr. Milniers paused Jeremy and looked to the agent, nodding for affirmation. When the agent nodded back, the doctor knew this was the spot where things could go sideways. If Jeremy Samuelson had in fact been captured by another country, for unknown reasons, and if they had tampered with his memories, then what he was about to do could scramble the man's brains. He leaned in, watching Jeremy's eyes closely. Can you describe the deer for me? Big, oval, dark eyes. What about the rest of it, Jeremy? Tell me all about the deer. Jeremy moaned low. Dark, bottomless eyes, watching me. Did you see the nose? The ears? What colour was it? No, just eyes. Dark, oval. Jeremy's eyes flickered back and forth under his closed lids, and a light sweat beaded his forehead. Did the deer move? I felt I was being watched and turned to look. I only saw its eyes. Jeremy, stay calm. You're in a safe place. Do you trust me? Yes, Jeremy replied instantly. If you did not see the rest of the deer, how do you know what it was? It told me so. Dr. Milner's eyes shifted from the bed to Agent Atwire, his expression asking if he should press on. The agent waved his hand excitedly, clearing wanting to hear more. Jeremy, animals don't talk. You know that, right? Jeremy smiled. Of course they don't. Who told you that you saw a deer? It did, it did, it did. A deer, the deer watches us. It's only a deer, a gentle, kind deer. It did, it did, it did. Jeremy, stop. Dr. Milniers interrupted the litany. Let's move forward a bit. After you saw the deer, what happened? I turned back to watch the falls when I noticed the leaves on the trees were wrong. Something was off and I wanted to see Joan. I headed back to my car and it was gone. Someone stole my car. Jeremy, you have a gap in time. 4 months are missing. I want you to sink deep into your subconscious. Forget the deer and the falls. Think about what happened to you in the darkness in between. Jeremy's face pinched tight. His hands clenched into fists. His breath expelled faster and faster. No, the deer is real. It told me so. There is nothing. No thing. The eyes, the eyes, the eyes. It did, it did, it did. Stop. Dr. Malniers halted Jeremy again. Relax. You're safe. He waited until Jeremy's breathing slowed down to normal and his fists loosened. Jeremy, have you ever seen this deer before? Yes. When, Jeremy? Tell me how many times and when. 10 times. The first time when I was 8, then 12, 19, 21, 25, 28, 30, 35, 40, and 45. Do you remember seeing the deer fully, or even partially any of those times? The eyes. Always the eyes. But it's a deer. It told me. Stop, relax, Jeremy. I think that's enough for today. When I count to 10, you are going to come fully awake and refreshed. Dr. Meunier counted to 10, and Jeremy's eyes opened. He immediately sat up straight, looking from the agent to the doctor. That was the weirdest experience of my life, he said. Well, Jeremy, I hate to say it, but your mind has been altered. What? Jeremy pushed himself off the bed and stood unsure what to say. Agent Atwire stood as well, moving closer to the two men. I'll report this back to headquarters. He held up the recorder he'd used to monitor the entire session. We will have to keep you under close watch for a while. If you can book another appointment with the good Dr. Meunier's here. Atwire clamped onto the doctor's shoulder. Keep me in the loop, and we'll be sure to be there again as well. Jeremy was flustered. Excuse me, Agent Atwire, his voice sharp. My mind has been altered. I think I want more answers than we'll be watching you and come back later. Please, Jeremy, Dr. Meunier spoke in his soothing tone. Doing hypnosis is taxing on your mind and body. You must go home and rest, be with your wife, and let normalcy back in. That will be a great assistance in us moving forward. We don't want to kill your brain cells by overloading them with fighting the false implants. Jeremy shook his head. He didn't know what to think. He was missing for 4 months and talking gibberish about a deer telling him it was real. What on earth is going on? His face drawn with worry. Agent Atwire pocketed his recorder and left without another word. Come, let's get you a fresh coffee and call your wife. Joan, is it? Dr. Meunier's moved out into the hallway, leading Jeremy without his even realizing it. You can go home, relax, have a beer, maybe see some friends, he suggested. Yes. Joan will be impatiently waiting. I need to go home. This story time was read by Timothy Bateson and brought to you in conjunction with the OWSCyCon 2019. OWSCyCon runs from May 17th through May 19th. You can find us at OWSCyCon.ourrightside.com. Again, OWSCyCon.ourrightside.com. We have events happening across all genres. If you are a reader, you cannot afford to miss this event. You never know. You may just find your next best read.